In this tutorial, you're going to be learning how to do some advanced stuff in Android Studio, and we're starting right now. Hello and welcome. My name is Mark A, and welcome to Creative Coding. So in today's tutorial, we're going to be looking at how to do some advanced stuff such as rounding buttons and making some like calls in colors, so we don't need to actually put the hex code in. So let's start. So I'm going to go into my basics file, and it's going to load. It's going to load relatively quickly. And so now what I'm going to see is it loading. And so what we have right here is Creative Coding and subscribe. So first thing I'm going to teach you is how to make like calls to call like colors. Like if you can see here, it says @+ID/button. You're going to be learning how to do that with colors so that you can automatically just do that with colors. And so you don't need to put in the hex code, and you can just put in like @something/ like red or whatever. So what we're going to do is we're going to navigate to this left side, and we're going to press on project. We're going to click on the app, and we're going to click on res, and then values and styles, and not styles, and colors, and we're going to double tap on it to open it. So as you can see here, we have some colors just like this, just like random colors, right? So what we're going to do is, as you can see, I have some defined colors like this, and you probably will have some like color primary dark, and some other colors, and color accent. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some colors. So to add a color or to change your color, let's just say we want blue. So what we're going to do is we're going to do color just like this, and we're going to close it. That's like 1/3 of it all. Next thing you're going to do is name. Name is equal to, and let's just give this a name of blue because we want it to be really simple. Now we have to give it a hex code of blue. And so if we don't remember what the hex code of blue is, we can even just go into our activity main.xml, design, and let's just take this blue or something close to this blue. So if we see this blue is FF3F51B5, we can control C, and I'm just going to change it back. And so now I'm going to go to colors, and I'm going to say hashtag whatever, right? So now, as you can see, we have our own color loaded in just like that. And so that's easy. That's basically all there is to it. It's very easy in that way. Now what we can do is we can go back to our activity main.xml. And before I go into the split design, I'm actually just going to give a text view right underneath here, and I'm going to constrain it and such. So let's just constrain it here to the sides, just like this. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into split, and let's change some code from this. So first thing I'm going to change is the Android text to, let's just think, like this video. Okay, so make sure to like this video. It helped me a lot. Anyway, so now what we're going to do is we can actually close this project tab because, as you can see, it's taking a little bit too much space. So once we have this text in, we can give it an Android text size of around, let's just say 30 dp. So it's equal to 30 dp. Oh my god, I'm writing it out all wrong today. 30 dp. And now to give it a color. So instead of writing an actual tag like Android color is equal to like something like hashtag like FFFFFF, which is really, really boring, and it's bad to write. It's a bad habit to get into. Sorry, not color. Text color is the right one. And instead of that, which is really boring, and if somebody's reviewing their code, they're going to be like, that's like, you shouldn't do this in general. Just put it in the colors.xml. It's going to be a lot better. Trust me, just do it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to write and we gave it a color/blue. So we're going to navigate to then color/blue, and we just click enter. And just like that, the color is blue. So you can do it like that, where you can search up your hex codes, and you can find the hex code colors that you want. Give it a name here. Go to colors.xml. Give it a name. Just write it in. Put it in here. It's really easy and it's a better habit to get into. So that's how you basically put in colors. And now I'm going to transition into putting, making like better rounded buttons. Because as you can see here, our button looks like this, which this is not too good looking. As you can see, there's like not too much spacing. So like what we can do really to give it some spacing, just a really beginner way, is just 3 spaces there and 3 spaces there. And as you can see, it's looking a lot better, but it's still not looking too good. So what we can do is we can make it like a pill shape, and that's what we're going to do right now. So right now we're going to go into, again, project, and we can actually close app, and we can open it again, and then res, and then actually instead of values, we're going to go into drawable. We're going to right click on drawable, and we're going to say new, and we're going to say drawable resource file. The first thing that will probably show up is Kotlin file / class. Don't press on that, just press on drawable resource file, and we're going to give it a name. So let's call it rounded button, and let's give it a tag of like, of the same color, so blue, rounded color, rounded button blue. So this is a really nice descriptive name, and you make your things descriptive, but not too descriptive. Don't say like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Whoa, that was good. But don't say something like that. Just say like 1 or 2 words. It should be good. Now we're gonna look at the color that we have here, and we can take it from our colors.xml. I'm actually gonna copy it. You'll see why. I recommend you copy it for now. And as you can see, if you get into design, just don't worry, don't fret. Go into split. It's all good. Just delete select. Make sure selector at the bottom is also deleted. And press and write in shape. And as you can see, this tag is closed and we don't want that. So we're actually just going to click return or enter. And we're going to press shape, Android shape is equal to, and let's just say rectangle, because that is our shape. And now what we can do is we can enter a new line and make sure that your line is after the closing, not bracket, closing greater than sign. And what we're going to do is we're going to say solid and solid Android color. And now we're defining a color for our block. And we're going to give this color you guessed it, or the same color just like that. And we're going to close it. And as you can see, now we have a rectangle that's of blue color. So you're probably asking like, what's the point of this? We can just give it a background of that, right? There's no point in doing this. But here's what we're going to do next, okay? Make sure to watch this very carefully, okay? What we're going to do now is we're going to give it something called corners, okay? And you might be asking, it already has corners, but we're going to give a radius for the corners. So we're going to do Android radius is equal to, and we have to set something that ends in DP, right? So let's just add like 25 DP, right? And as you can see now, just like magic, with one or 2 lines of code, we have a rounded button, right? But 25 DP doesn't really do much, so 50 seems good. Maybe 100. 100 seems really nice. So we're going to use 100 DP because this is a really good button. And so now you're probably wondering, how do we add that into our code? How do we implement it into our code? So we can either actually close this project tab or we can minus it by a bit. I'm just going to close it. Now what I'm going to do is, how we're going to do this is, instead of having it like something, there's no new tag like Android rounded button or whatever. It's what we have to do is we have to actually either take out the background or just switch the background around. So I'm going to take it out because it's good practice. I'm going to write Android background is equal to, and now I'm going to write how you have this at plus ID / button. I'm going to give it an at, and we can see our drawable rounded button, but this is the wrong rounded button because we named ours rounded button blue, right? So I'm going to search up at, so as we can search up more just to get it. And as you can see, it's at the bottom of the list here, and we're just going to click enter. And as you can see, now we have a beautiful button just like that. It looks really nice. It's spaced out. It's ready to go, and it looks awesome. So those are some basic advanced stuff that you can do in Android Studio. Make sure to keep on practicing and make sure to make your apps look better using these. Make sure to use the colors.xml a lot, add as many colors as you want, and make sure to add drawable files just like that. That's basically all for this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Creative Coding out.